What's going on, everybody? I'm Octave, and this is a review for the game Tempest. Thanks to everybody for participating in the giveaway, and I'm happy to announce, as of the creation of this video, Mark Mead is our winner of the copy of the game. Congratulations, I will contact you through YouTube shortly. I had fun with this giveaway, and I hope everyone is looking forward to the next one. That being said, this is my first giveaway, and I did learn some things. I decided I'm going to change up the rules next time. Next time, the winnings will be giving away to a random participant instead of an upvote because the upvoting can be rigged. This system is a work in progress, and I really appreciate any support or suggestions you all might have to better this system. This is also my first review, and I hope you like it. Please feel free to give me tips in the comment sections below. On to the game. Tempest is a sort of pirate RPG available on Steam. It is an open world naval battle game, and it just left early access. You can battle sea monsters, merchants, and pirates, all while roaming around the sea at your leisure. You manage a ship and a crew, and you make a name for yourself. It was published by HeroCraft, and the developer is Lionsshade, and it was released August 22nd, 2016. Let's get started with the review. I wanted to start out talking about graphics because it's something everyone can relate to, everyone cares about it for the most part. And it's something really just objective you can talk about. Fortunately for this game, the graphics were a good point. It was a mashup between semi-realistic and cartoon depending on what screen you're on. Some of the menus, like I said, look kind of cartoony, kind of different, maybe even out of place, compared to the backdrop of the rest of the game, which is overall really pretty. During the battles, the game looks great. Waves are crashed around, flags flying around. Sometimes you get battle cinematics when you're fighting, super close-ups of the ship. It looks really good, your ship's bouncing off the waves, it's really fun. The graphics are certainly engaging during combat. Overall, it's a pretty game. Another good thing about this game is the sound. The music during sea battles makes the fights intense at first, and the waves crashing against the ship, you can hear it, and cannons are flying over your head, things are exploding, things are on fire. It's pretty fun, it's pretty good sound, both the ambient and the music going on in the background. In this aspect, the game performs really well. The actual story starts you out looking for a few people scattered across the map on various islands. The reasons why, in my opinion, aren't really well explained. Immediately it feels like, okay, I'm here, now let's go over there because reason. Very confusing. Another confusing thing is you actually start the game with it saying you have lost your ship. But immediately after that text box is gone, you're in a ship sailing around. It's weird. Where did I get this ship? Thought it was destroyed. Just seems to me like lazy storytelling and lazy gameplay. Never really felt engaged by the story, nor did I really care about the character. The game really leans on gameplay over story. And the gameplay is actually pretty fun at times. The fun part is certainly the actual sea battles. I definitely had a fun time doing the combat. But there is a big problem. After a while it sort of becomes the same. Some battles last way too long as you circle the enemies over and over again trying to take them out. Your shot's just not really doing very much damage. It's kind of just the same thing over and over and over again. It gets really tiring. Fortunately, in my experience, the controls also were not very responsive or intuitive. There were times when my ship would just stop with no explanation. My sail wasn't damaged, I just stopped. I didn't put an anchor down, nothing happened. I'm just stuck, forced to take damage. There were times when I had an open shot with my cannons and they wouldn't fire. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I'm not saying these controls are impossible to master, but they are definitely not intuitive. This game is hard, make no joke about it. I played on medium and it was a scrap to win any battles. I spent most of my time dying and losing any small amount of resources I had gained. You can make forward progress in this game, but be ready to grind. I'd say for anyone new to it, it's kind of embarrassing, but you're probably going to want to start on the lowest difficulty. Now I said that the naval battles was the fun part of the game, but there is a part of the battles that really just are awful. The battles that activate when you board a ship are horrendous. It seems to me that the team with more guns and higher units will win. Skill really isn't a huge factor in this. You pretty much just sit back and watch your crew die, or win if you have more. I tried to avoid this mechanic, but unfortunately there were times when it would just auto-trigger. I wouldn't even be trying to board another ship and it would just hit together and all of a sudden I'm boarding and getting killed. Also, when you lose the boarding contest, your ship sinks and you lose a large portion of your materials. Your golds, your wine, everything you have is just pretty much gone. Sailing across the open sea is fun at first, but it quickly becomes tedious because you only engage in fights that you want to engage in. When you are on the open map, there's no punishment for just avoiding enemies. You're allowed to avoid them with no cost at all. They do not chase, they do not hurt your ship, nothing. You could go the whole game avoiding the random battles on the map, but without the grinding, you would never be able to beat the main storyline. I really couldn't get into this game, which is sad because I had high hopes. I was hoping for something like a Sid Meier's Pirates, or at least something close. The game is a grind, and for casual players, it probably won't be fun. I would recommend this to the die-hard pirate genre fans, because it is a decent naval battle simulator. This game is niche, and I think the people who will enjoy this game are going to be the people who are prepared for what they're getting into. I wish this game was better, and I wish I could have said better things about my experience with it, but I would have to say it's decent at best. I give it a 77 out of 100 because aesthetically it's a pretty game, it will certainly appeal to a certain audience, and its cost, at $15 currently, is not outrageous. That being said, I would probably still wait for a sale. The Steam reviews favor this game, and there are a lot of people having fun with it. I just wasn't one of them. Let me know what games you want to see next in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this, and I'll see you in the next one.